Boom.
Hey, what's up?
What's poppin', bro?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Chillin'. I just got done eating. You know, I'm fat.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I just cleaned up my room a bit more since I just moved in. Like, I have to put everything, like in this place, I guess.
That's cool. So you just got your own place, or what?
Well, technically, my whole family.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah.
So tell everyone who you are and what you do.
My name is Lisnel, but you can call me Liz because it's more simple. But besides making beats, I kind of like expressing my feelings through music. So it's just like, I guess I like spreading the message through a melody. So like as soon as you hear it, you feel like there's something more than just someone who typed in like little dots on the. It's like a little escape. So like I like making music.
That's cool. So you also go by Vision Delis, right?
Yeah, that's my tag.
That's cool. So how'd you get into making music and beats?
I actually got into it because I went to school for it first. Because I didn't go to school for like making beats. I got basically what I did was like I basically went to school to university, and they give you everything. They give you a computer, they give you like the mics, they give you like all the equipment you can think of.
Oh, that's cool.
I was learning like audio production through them, and I decided to keep it as like learning the audio of it. Wait, I think you're freezing up. Hold up. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. What school did you go to? Yeah, I'm using my data, so it might be a little slow on my end. You're coming through fine.
Oh, that sucks. Data be. Ugh. But I went to school at Full Sail.
Oh, I wanted to go there to learn like animation and like game development or game art or something.
It's a good school. Like I learned anything that has to do with production. I learned it out there, but most of it I learned it on my own though.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, same for myself for animation and beat making. Do you play any instruments?
Yeah, I play the guitar.
Oh, that's cool.
I play guitar. I want to learn how to play the piano. I can't afford drums, so like that's probably like the last thing I probably start learning. But I do want to learn how to play like guitar, piano, and drums. I tried playing the saxophone, but I couldn't afford the instrument itself either, so I wasn't able to like practice.
What software do you use or computer? And you said it's school provided?
Yeah, the school provided it. So the school provided Ableton Live, Logic Pro X, and Pro Tools, but I find it to be more easy to do everything in Logic. It's more free when it comes to like making like anything. Like it's way easier.
Oh yeah, so it's like GarageBand but better.
Yes, it's basic GarageBand and crack.
So I'd found out. I forgot how I found out about you. It's probably through a Christian rapper or something. But I noticed you're into like Christian rap and stuff. Who are some of your favorite artists?
Most definitely Lecrae. Not because he's like the biggest Christian artist, but because that was like one of the first Christian like rappers that I've ever like. Before I was like a Christian, like I was living with a Christian family, and they gave me an option to music, and they're like you're about this. So like yeah, that was like he's like my main favorite, but I have other favorites too. Like I have other people I listen to.
Oh yeah, like KB and Gawvi and stuff.
Hold on, you froze up a little bit.
Oh yeah, you did too. First, I think it's getting better now. Hopefully. Um, so tell me a little bit more about yourself. How'd you become a Christian? And maybe share some of your story and stuff.
Um, I became a Christian like in my darkest moments because it's not that I was like forced to believe or anything like that because I wasn't really raised in church. So it wasn't something that I learned when I was little and then picked it up later on. It was more like a huge encounter in my life. Um, I had went to a I had went to a church for a while, and I didn't really believe. Like I learned a lot about the Bible, but I didn't really believe it. At least I didn't believe it in my heart because I knew what it was. I could recite it for you and everything, but I didn't really like necessarily believe it in my own life. So I ended up going to this camp that I was forced to go, and from then I encountered the presence of God beyond the comprehension, and like that really changed my life. And I know that was genuine and real because I've never been the same ever since. So like it was more than nobody touched me, nobody put their lay hands on me or none of that. But it was more like I asked God if He was real to prove Himself, and throughout that weekend, He actually proved Himself. And yeah, it was pretty intense actually. You know,
That's
there's a lot
awesome.
of details.
So, do you sing or do you rap?
I wish I could rap, low key, I really wish, but I can't. I can probably like harmonize a little bit, but I'm not a singer. Like, I can't really sing.
Do you
I mean, some people say I could, but I don't see myself. I don't see myself as the singer.
do you have like a regular job or do you do beats and stuff full time?
Well, right now I'm doing like beats, but it's not even that. It's not even a job either because I'm not really some of things at the point. Like right now, I'm just making projects for like a couple of people. And like basically that's how I'm gonna start my brand in the sense of like I'm gonna start like making like beats with people who are serious about their music. Um, I'm only gonna get what like paid royalties and stuff like that. But other than that, like I'm not really charging anyone. Like I'm building a resume for myself, so I can end up working where I want to work.
That's awesome. Um, what are your hobbies outside of music?
Um, yo, that's really hard. Oh, hold on, let me think. Okay, okay. It has nothing to do with music because I like watching rap battles. I like watching cartoons. I guess that's not music, so I like watching cartoons. I like watching SpongeBob. That's my main.
That's
What
cool.
else? Besides any other hobbies that is not music. Uh, oh, I play video games. I play Call of Duty and I play Fortnite.
That's cool. I like games too. Yeah, mine are like unique. I like adventure games, point and click.
Oh, you
Uh,
like adventure games? That's cool. I like
yeah.
adventure games, especially when you finish the whole thing. Like yeah, like Little Big Planet. I don't know if you ever played that.
No, what's that? Uh oh. Oh, I'm
You're
back.
freezing up a little bit.
I'm back.
Yeah, you're freezing up, bro.
All right, am I still frozen?
I can hear you, but like static.
Oh man. Um.
Okay, stay like that. Stay like that. Like in this position, like you're basically I can barely see you. Like it's very pixelized, but it's not like so bad that it's like your voice is not like it's not static anymore. Like if you stay in this position, like this is how your data is gonna work. You're gonna stay right there.
um. So talk about like the way you produce your beats. Like what kind of like how do you go about making your beats?
um, Usually I kind of like just I basically obviously I have to open up the whole thing first, but I usually like depending on what I'm trying to do and what mood I am in. But since I'm working on a project, it's different because now it's just like now I have to put my mind in a place where like I have to produce something specific, not just random, you know.
Yeah.
So like now it's like I have to be in the mood for it. So before I do that, I listen to like what I want to make. So basically, like if I'm making boom bop, then I'm gonna look up boom bop beats or like really good boom bop songs, and like, I'll get the vibe, and then I'll end up starting a beat. And now, do I end up making what I want to make? 80% of the time, no. That 20% is like, whoa, like I just made something really crazy, but it's not what I was trying to intend it to be. So I guess a lot of the things that I do is like, it's just however it flows at the moment. Usually it's when I'm really hyper, I make really fast beats. I noticed that. So I've been super chill the past couple weeks, so like, I don't know if you noticed, but like all my beats have been like super chill.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so when you're like kind of going off like another beat idea, do you try to match the tempo or the BPM as well, or do you kind of change it up, or like how do you go about that?
I do actually I do like if, depending on what genre I'm trying to do. Well, I mean like all everything I do is hip hop, but like depending on like what genre I'm trying to make, like I'll think about like the tempo, or I'll just like I'll place a melody. But if it sounds better, like let's just say I start with 80 BPM, but I feel like it's way too slow, I'll just bump it up to 86.
Oh
Or
yeah.
just basically I play around with the range of like hip hop or like melodic way. 'Cause I think it's like a lot of the time it's like the melody. Not every melody sounds good in every tempo. Like there's certain melodies where they only sound good in like certain tempos. So I think that's the way like I usually go about it.
That's cool. What's your shirt say? Hashtag the something.
Oh, it's called The Call Matters.
The call matters.
Yeah.
What's that?
What is this?
Yeah.
This shirt is basically about understanding that the call that we have in our life actually matters. And it's as simple as that. That's all it is, that your call matters. Like
That's pretty
I
cool.
got it I got it from a really amazing group called Ignite, and like they're like I love them. Like they're really amazing. I was gonna enter into the school of Ignite, but I wasn't able to because of like circumstances I was living in. But like other than that, like I would definitely go to that school. But I got a free shirt though, so
That's pretty cool.
yeah, it is cool. I like free stuff, so
Can you do anything like artistic, like paint or draw?
oh, I could draw. I could draw. I'm not a good painter. Like I really don't paint like that, but I could definitely draw. I think it's really lit. I like drawing realistic faces. I usually end up making a guy because girls are so difficult. Like they're very detailed. So I like drawing. I like sculpting. What else? I like coloring. Like I think coloring is like a kid. Like I like the color. Like I love different shades of like colors. I like doing a whole bunch of artistic stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's like usually pencil sketches and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I'll start with like some eyes, and I'll end up making a whole face.
Wow.
Or sometimes like I downloaded. I don't know if you know this, if you're an animator, like you like animation. Like, have you heard of Blender?
Oh yeah, Blender is pretty
I
cool.
have Blender in my computer, so I kind of picked up on that a little bit.
Yeah, you can like make games and stuff with Blender.
It's another world. Like literally, like you can literally
Animation.
set a whole entire thing, and you can make a whole city realistic. Like you don't need a expensive gear for that. Like all you need is a computer.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do with computers and stuff. Phones
There's an
too.
update to it. Yeah, there's a crazy update to it. So like it's great.
Yeah, I'm actually recording this on my iPad. You can do a lot of stuff with iPads.
For real, you can do a lot of things with Apple. The thing about Apple is sometimes like the cables are very whack because well, that's how they make their money.
Yeah, I'm like the best of both worlds, or three or four worlds, because there's Apple, there's Windows, there's Android, and there's Linux. I'm sure there's probably others, but I'm like, I try to like learn as much as I can about like all of them and see how they can tie in together.
Great.
Yeah.
I like Apple. I think Apple is the best for like artistic stuff. But when it comes to like organization, I don't think it's good enough.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like the like literally you'll put like 5 pictures and the whole thing is filled already. It's like, oh, you're full. What?
Do you use like an external hard drive or USBs?
Actually, no, not yet. My computer's not full yet. Okay, maybe the new Macs have a lot of space, but like I haven't done a lot of projects to be filled that like I have Blender, I have Pro Tools. Those are big like software, and I
Oh
also
yeah.
know there's big. It's a big software, so like it should have like I don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna check how much space do I have. I don't think I have a lot. I think it's less than half of. I have less than half of a space.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I always like fill all my hard drive space up quick or on any device I'm using, whether it's a phone, because I always want like another app, or I take tons of pictures and like videos and stuff like that, and doing music as well. You collect so much sounds. Like,
Yeah. So
so I literally have my list. This is like my list right here of questions.
no worries.
Yeah.
I got you. I'm gonna answer every question truthfully.
So I kind of skipped around a little. I'm trying to see which ones I might have missed. What's your favorite part of beat making?
I think there is like my favorite part is when I figure out what can it be good for. Like as soon as I can figure it out what it's good for, like as soon as I have that like set, like I'll give you an example. As soon as I hear like okay, like let's say I'm making like those lo-fi ones,
Yeah.
like I start making it, and then as soon as I feel like somebody could be good on it, or like as soon as I feel like I could add something that will complete it, I feel like the completion of it is my favorite part. As soon as I have like that last melodic, like or like just that last pad that I'll put in there, like the textures and stuff like that, I feel like that's my favorite part. Everything else, like when it comes to like just like making everything sound like really loud or too low, or if it's too high, I like that part, but I don't know. There's a love and hate relationship I have with that. Like I really do like putting like animal sounds in there. Like I'm gonna start doing that more. Like I'm gonna put animal sounds on my music.
Oh yeah, yeah. Seeing that you put that. I liked one of your videos earlier. It was one of those nights that you were live streaming, and I was there too. And you were putting the sample of I think Medea, and the thing about the cockroaches and stuff. Like I forget what they said, but it was pretty funny.
It's like kids are like cockroaches, and when you feed them the first time, they're gonna keep coming back.
Oh yeah.
So
like when they grow up.
There's a message on every beat, right? And like every beat has to do with like basically part of my testimony and how like I feel about life. So a lot of it, like if you listen to like at least the last one that I made that was like my face, I believe. Like I had my face edited in the video, and it's basically about like all your talent that you feel like your talent is like hidden from everybody, but really like the things that are like the things that are meant to be will come about to the light. So if you're meant to do something, like God will put you out in the light, but you gotta understand you have to be in the darkness first.
Yeah.
Like if you like see like all the valuable things are dug up in the deep down earth.
Yeah.
Whether it's oil, diamonds, they're all dirty.
That's true.
All under dirt. Like anything valuable is under earth. all the things we want is under the earth. So like you have to humble yourself down in order to get those things that are valuable. So like I feel like when I say humble yourself, I mean like actually like you have to like dig up every single piece of dirt to actually find that diamond. So I feel like I'm that diamond that's under the dirt.
Yeah, it reminds me of that.
I'm not more valuable than anybody, but I am saying like, anything that God does in the dark is better. And as soon as it comes to the light, like it's perfect in His eyes. Maybe not in your eyes, maybe not somebody else's eyes, but He's the finisher of your faith. So that's one thing about me is like I feel like He's on that process of finishing my whole faith, and like now I'm just gonna walk in my calling because I've actually escaped a lot from Him. But yeah, like I think that's why it's like so deep when it comes to like my music. Like I do it with intention and not just like for fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that reminded me of this meme where like there's like a person there's like the little like person digging a tunnel, like the over picture and the under picture, and like they're so close to like getting to like the diamond, but they're like walking away already, and then the other person's like getting closer, and I guess they are the ones that end up getting it. It's like basically
people who strive to get where you need to be or what you want, because at the end of the day, like your desires is where your heart is, and if your heart is not like placed in the right place, your desires are like evil. So there's a chance that you might get what you desire, but you're not gonna be happy.
Yeah.
But as soon as your desire is to please God and to like be with Him and whatnot, and have your heart placed in heaven, and keep your heart where your heart is, where your treasure is, and if your heart is in heaven, like, nobody can steal that from you. So like even if I don't make music, or even if I don't have the tools to do it or whatnot, I'm still gonna be happy. I'm gonna be content with life because my heart is not necessarily all in the music.
Yeah.
That's just like a wagon, carrying all the good stuff that I have already. But like, and it's just like showing everyone. But at the end of the day, like I don't need a music to tell people that God loves them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't need.
What's your favorite scripture or memory verse from the Bible?
It might sound like a little bit cliche, but like I love Romans 1:15 though. Like I'm really do, because I feel like it's so important to be unashamed about what you believe in, because I understand. Like I take that verse very deep, because I think of like when you're ashamed of the gospel, it's not that you're like scared of what people think of Jesus. It's more of like, do you live that life in order to even be an example of it?
Yeah.
So like for me, like I find that scripture to be very deep in the sense of like I'm not ashamed of the gospel because I know I live it. Because a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm so unashamed. I believe in Jesus and why not?" Like, yeah, like even the devil believes in Jesus. What's the difference? And I mean,
Yeah.
so I feel like when you live the gospel in your private, like when nobody watches you, when nobody's looking at you, when like there's the only one that can see you is God Himself, like, and then you be able to come out of your house and be that person that you're in your house. Like if everybody was themselves, would people accept you? And like that's me. I lived in the darkness for too long, and like I know what it feels like to be in the dark. And now I just have to like tell my testimony and talk about it, even though like before I thought my testimony was not gonna be an impact. So a lot of it is just like that's why I like that verse. I really like that verse. Now my favorite chapter would be like in Revelation where it describes like Jesus, like just like his clothing is like white as snow, and like his feet is like grass, like really like fire. It's pretty dope. I cry every time.
Revelation 1:18.
Yeah, that's freaking cool. Like all the verses like in the Bible, like there's just like a lot that I like. So I can't really say I have a favorite, but overall I just like 116. I really do.
That's cool. McCray 116.
116.
Hollow 116. Do you have like a I guess a dream, like if you could work in any kind of studio, like what kind of studio equipment would you want? Like a drum pad or a certain type of mic? Like what would your dream like studio setup be?
Oh my goodness! Don't even get me started, bro. Whoa! Don't even get me started. Okay, first of all, let me start with this. I want some KRKs. They're the black and yellow one. I want those. And then mics. There's a lot of mics that I like. So I can tell you the type of mic that I want and need is a condenser mic. I don't know about getting the same brand that I have already. I think maybe the same brand that I have, but a better version of it. A Sennheiser. I think that's what they're called. I don't even know. You see, like I make music and I don't remember like brands, but like I just know like some of them are like better than others, and I just gotta figure out which one is better for me.
Oh, that's
And
pretty
then
cool.
like MIDI keyboards, there's a specific one where like I don't know exactly the brand, so don't kill me. But like it's basically like, let's just say you have the keyboard. It's like 12 semi. It's a full 24. It's a full one basically. And like, let's just say you want to play like in the key of like C. You can literally click on the key, and then the notes like the notes will be colored up. So basically, like you will always play in key.
Oh,
So it's
cool.
actually pretty, yeah. So like, let's say you want to make a song, and like, man, like I don't know how to like play the piano, or like I don't know how to play in key. Literally, all you have to do is click on the key.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm back. So asked already about the Dream Studio. Do you like any Christian movies?
Any
Or
Christian
what
movies?
Christian? Yeah.
Bro, I don't watch Christian movies, but my favorite Christian movie is Passion of Christ.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't watch like a lot of Christian movies. Like I've watched like, okay, I'll tell you the ones that I watched already. I watched War Room. That was pretty lit. I watched this one guy that he was like a firefighter. I really forgot what that was. I love.
I bet I could tell you which one that one was. Did it have Kirk Cameron?
I think so. I
Oh
don't
man,
know.
I'm forgetting the name, but it's
Also,
Fireproof.
I've seen Shack. Is it Shack?
The Shack.
The Shack. Yes, bro, that movie's crazy good.
I still haven't seen it. I listened to Lecrae's song, "The River Jordan."
Yeah. What else? I also like. Well, I like all Medea. Anything that has to do with Medea, I love it.
Oh, that's
What's
pretty
that?
cool. Yeah, Medea's pretty funny.
Yeah, no, he's
Especially when
funny.
Medea's got a when Medea's got a gun.
Yeah, bro, that's funny. That's hilarious. No, I like when he runs over when he basically gets in the whole entire store because they didn't have the food that she wanted. She was like, "We out of bacon, we out of cheese, we out of everything." She was like, "What?" Run over them. That was funny.
What's the one where there was a vehicle getting towed or something like that, or they?
Oh yeah. She was like, "Hello." She got mad because she took her parking spot, so she came back and she took a whole entire forklift and lifted up the lady's car. She was like, "What is that?" And then he was like, "Oh, like your husband's like her husband was like a cop." He's like, "Tell your husband to come get me." And then she just left, bro. She went inside her house. That was hilarious.
So, do you like sampling and stuff? Like sampling,
Oh my
or
god,
do you
don't
like?
even get me started. My friend is on this live and bro, I hate sampling. Dude, I suck at it. I can use vocals. I can maybe like I don't know. Like I did this SpongeBob like remix thing, which was pretty funny. But like other than that, like I'm really bad at sampling. I'm terrible.
It's just Tupac is watching.
So everything I do is from scratch, basically.
Just kind of scanning the list. So,
Are you good?
yeah. I think I asked pretty much everything. Where can people find you on social media or the internet? Obviously here on.
My main thing is to go always to my Instagram because that's where basically I'm always usually like posting everything. So you know, Lisnel98, and that's it. I made it simple for everyone, so it's not super hard. I mean, that is my name, so like.
Yeah. So anybody watching, we're on Instagram Live, and that right there is her her tag or her name. What's some encouraging words that you can say to everyone?
Honestly, be yourself, even if no one likes yourself. Like, always be who you are, even if you're not okay. Because the best thing about like not being okay is that you can be okay, and like you can actually overcome those things. So I feel like just being yourself, even if the world hates you.
That reminded me of just another question that I didn't write down. I just now thought of it, but is your family supportive of what you do, or like do you have any words to say like about maybe people who feel like their family tells them, oh, you know, you need to be like a dentist or a doctor or something else, but they like want to make, you know, beats and stuff, and their family wants to push them to do something totally like different.
I feel like when it comes to art, always have a plan B for everything. But if art is where your heart is at, just go for it. Like nobody's like telling you not to be creative, but also be responsible with your personal life. You know, like when people tell you like, hey, you need to do something else besides a producer or like a beat maker, they're not telling you because you're not talented or whatever. They're only telling you because it's a world where you may or may not make it, and people have these expectations of like making it in the industry. Like it's not always the case. And like, are you gonna live your life relying on people, or are you gonna live your life like trying to like provide for yourself, but also do what you love without having to like strive on it to the point like, oh, like if something like goes wrong, you know, like you have something to lean back on. You can't just have like one thing. Like I think like for me,
Yeah.
I would love, honestly, I would love for this to be my whole career. But if it doesn't happen, I can't be upset about it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's life. You gotta deal with reality, you know, like, yes, dream big, but also know, like, you gotta live in the now. And put in the time work. Like, if you really love it, put the time in it. Like, learn. Like, be someone who's open to learn about every single little thing, especially even if a person doesn't have a lot of followers or whatnot. Like, there's always that one person that can teach you something musically. Like, you just never know. Like, I've learned from so many people that are not famous. There's just people who just love music, and I learned so much. So yeah, I think that's my biggest thing about that. Is like, if your family tells you, oh, don't pursue music, don't listen to them. This is your life. You gonna die. You were born alone, and you gonna die. So just do it. Like, if you're worried about what everybody thinks, then you're not gonna make it anyway. Even if it's not music, it could be anything.
Yeah, I've been reading a book. It's called Between Heaven and Hollywood. It's by David A.R. White, the guy that made God's Not Dead movie. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about how he came from Kansas, and his parents wanted him to go to Moody Bible Institute to find a wife and to get, you know, become a preacher. But he dreamed of going to Hollywood to be an actor. So right after school, he told his parents he wanted to go to L.A. instead of wherever they were wanting him to go. So he went over there, and he was like, I guess he was working in entertainment for a little while, and it was successful, and then some doors closed on him, and he faced disappointments and had to kind of get some just regular jobs and stuff like that. So pretty much he was doing what you just said, working a regular job, but at the same time he didn't give up on his dream. He stayed at it, and eventually doors opened up where he worked with somebody that God put him in. God put somebody in his path before that was a Christian director, and that guy kind of became his mentor later on and helped him to start doing Christian movies. And then he even through a Christian I guess prayer group, he met his wife as well, Andrea Logan White. But it was all in God's time. Like things didn't just like happen immediately.
It's all about God's timing, but also there's your passions, and then there's God's passions for you.
Yeah, he talks about all that in that book.
Differences between you being super passionate about something, but God making you taking you out of your comfort zone, and placing you in a place where you never thought you would. I know people who wanted to be pastors that end up being rappers. I know people who don't want to be rappers, but they're rappers now, and they're very well known. Like Cannon is one of those people that he said that he really didn't mean to be a rapper. He just decided to make music because he was, following God's like basically God told him to write music. So he didn't intend to be a rapper. I remember because I had met him and he had told me about it, and that really inspired me in the sense of like, wow, like if like whatever you want in life is not necessarily what God wants for you, like what does God want with me? And that's always been a thing in my head where like I have to sit down and wait until he answers. And if he doesn't answer, then just pursue what I like. But if what I like is giving me I give more time to what I like than him, then it's not good. But since this is bringing me closer to God, then I feel like it's more than just like a vain passion. It's more like my calling. But I mean, I've had dreams where I've been on stages, and it's weird because I don't want to be a singer. You know what I mean? I want to be behind the closed doors. I want to just be in a studio, and it's like.
I feel the same way, honestly.
Right now because it's like I don't want to be a singer, but it's like if it were to happen, it's not something that I intended to be. I don't want to be really like you ask me right now, do I want to be a singer? I do not want to be a singer. I literally don't.
Yeah, like one thing for me is like I sometimes, I guess I've struggled with anxiety or whatever, like when it comes to people looking at me and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I can totally relate, like the singing thing. You feel like everybody's looking at you and stuff like that.
It's like all that pressure, people are looking at you. I don't like being the center of attention. I like being nobody sees me, but I did it, but nobody sees me.
Yeah.
And I don't even want the credit either. If anything goes well, it's all because of God's glory. At the end of the day, what's the whole point of taking all the glory if I'm just doing this for myself?
Yeah.
It's just useless. It's just vain. And I wasted enough of my life to self-glorify myself if I were to be good at something. You need weakness in life in order to allow God to see you're a big
keeps you humble.
God to be the strength of that weakness that you have. So I know someone personally. She's an amazing worshiper. She sings crazy good. She's been traveling the world already, and she's singing on different stages. But this girl has anxiety. She cannot be she does not like singing in front of people. None of that. You know what I mean? Like she has all the talent, but she just has a lot of anxiety. And she's able to do it because that is her strength at that moment. As soon as she's done, she's shaking and she's nervous. And when she's up there, you can't even tell. It's not. It's like it's as if she's not herself anymore. That's how
Oh
you know
wow.
it's genuine and real, and like that's how you know it's God putting you in that position because it looks perfect from the outside, but in reality, you're so broken and like you're doing that in front of a lot of people. This girl sings so good. I literally,
Oh
I'm
wow.
gonna tell you to follow her. Like as soon as we're done with the interview, like dude, like she's freaking crazy. Her vocals are beautiful, and she's very humble. And
That's cool.
yeah,
What's she called?
huh?
What's her name?
Her name is Diana.
Diana. She's not the girl that you were talking to yesterday. That's a different girl.
No, that's Tatiana. I know, no, bro. I know a lot of people.
You
Same.
know a lot of people. Yeah, I always see like ton of different people in your lives.
Yeah, no, like literally, like I know a lot of girls that can sing. I know a couple boys. Don't get me wrong. I know a couple boys, but like most of them are girls. Like they have like crazy vocals. And you heard her last night. She was crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Y'all are getting into the worship songs and
Yeah, we were.
stuff.
I was trying to encourage her at the same time, like push her because you see how she was, the way she was expressing herself. Like,
Yeah.
I was just very hurt. So like, you see what music does to you, like it uplifts you so much. Like that's what I want to do. Like, it uplifts people.
That's awesome. Well, yeah. Thank you for this interview, and I definitely want
That's Sarah.
to do more of this kind of stuff.
Last year, remember?
Yeah, it's been a long time. We talked about it and stuff like that. What was it? 2019 or?
Yeah, last year.
Wow. Yeah, time flies
I
by.
forgot about you. It was just like I was busy and sometimes I didn't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, same here.
So like I just didn't have Wi-Fi. So.
Yeah, and I've been running on my phone data and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right now it's I paid for like the unlimited, so it hopefully will give me a little bit more data. It I think caps out at like 20 something gigs or something. But that
Maybe,
I guess
maybe it's the way you live.
yeah. I don't know. It's definitely not as good as Wi-Fi. It's not like Comcast, but you know it's AT&T. It's a prepaid plan, but yeah, it's doing its job right now.
It's doing
At least.
right now, so.
Yeah. Well, it's good talking to y'all. I enjoy your lives and definitely want to maybe collab with you in the future and work on some tracks or something, beats or something. That'd be cool if we could. They need to come up with some sort of technology like a beat maker app that does a live just like this, but you can like share your files like right through the thing or something. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what you should do? Work on that. Make an app.
Oh, that'd be cool. I don't know where to start though. Like who to talk to.
Research and study how to make apps and how to patent them and all this stuff. Don't share your ideas with anyone, but like just try to patent stuff and then like make it a real thing. And then you never know. Maybe you can maybe you're not the best beat maker, but you're gonna make money out of people just sharing files.
Oh yeah.
You could be
That'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Like, you know, just being able to like, you know, collaborate like a live stream and then just like send the music like back and forth or whatever.
That would be so it's your job to do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll let you get back to your thing and thank you for this. Yeah. All right. Bye.